I'd like to teach this morning on something called the impartation. Impartation is a word it's a Bible word that's used to describe how grace moves from one person to another, and grace is transferable. And so the three number one ways that grace is transferred is through the laying on of hands, through proximity, or just by observing, being close to people, you become like them. So it can be transferred by example. And grace can also be transferred by words, through words. We see that in Paul's letters to Timothy. He's saying that there's a gift that was given to you through the laying on of hands and through prophecy by the presbytery. And so there's this moment in Timothy's ministry and his development where a group of the leading men in the church laid hands on him and prophesied over him, and grace was given to him that caused him as a young man to be highly effective. We often think of Timothy as a green young pastor of a small church, but he was actually a bishop of bishops. He was installing bishops, installing pastors, installing deacons, elders and deacons, over a citywide church that Paul turned over to him, and he looked after until John became the apostle of that church in that region. And so he wasn't just this green young pastor over a little tiny flock. He had a serious ministry, spent time in jail, actually is considered an apostle. There's a reference about Timothy being an apostle. But it came through impartation. And we see Paul writing to the Romans in chapter 1, verse 11, and he says, I long to be with you. He'd never been to Rome before. He says, I long to be with you that I may impart some spiritual gift. And he saw the visit as a kind of a mutual benefit. I will be encouraged by you. I'm coming to encourage you. You're going to be edified. I'm going to be edified by this visit. But what he believed he carried something. He believed he had something to give away. When I first realized I've been given something, I have something to give away, it changed how I functioned. It changed my confidence level in going to other churches. I believe I have something to give away. And if I could just lay hands on people or impart it prophetically or impart it through my example, I know I can change, be an agent of change. And Paul had this confidence. There's just, when people have grace, there's a freedom that comes. There's this humility that says, it's not me. I am what I am by the grace of God. It's not my stuff. It came from God, and it's intended for me to give away. So very confidently he wrote and he said, I can't wait to be with you, that I can impart to you some spiritual gift. He just expected it to happen because that's the whole nature. Why would you have a spiritual gift if it wasn't to impact people and to be given away? And he saw himself, Peter also saw himself as a steward of the grace of God. In other words, it's not our grace, it's grace to be given away. And so he said, I can't wait to get there because something's going to happen. And I feel that way oftentimes when I go out. I just believe this is going to be good for them, it's going to be good for me. I'm going to grow, I'm going to gain something. There's something in the giving that causes me to come alive. There's something in the giving, whether it's truth or whether it's something prophetic or healing or just bringing the glory of God into meetings. The Lord spoke to me one time, said that I was a carrier of His glory. Well, that just changed everything for me. I just believe if I can get there, something will happen. And I say that freely and with no pride at all, just because I just believe that God's given me something to give away. Paul had that kind of attitude. He just said, I can't wait to get there, because when I do, something good is going to happen. Amen?